Hi YouTube, how's it going? Today I'm going to be showing you some of my components that I'm going to use on my DIY hydraulic plastic injection molding machine I've been designing. I spent the last couple weeks designing it in CAD. I just got most of the main components in the mail today, and I'm just going to take a look with you guys and show you what I got. Alright guys, let's go over some components of the hydraulic injection machine. So starting from the left, we have two 12 millimeter rod by 600 millimeter length, which is just under 2 feet, with 2 linear bearings. Here we have a 12 millimeter by 400 millimeter bearings, block bearing style linear slide. Here we have 3 24-inch stroke, 2-inch bore hydraulic cylinders rated at 3000 psi. Here we have 1.5" by 24-inch pipe that I'm going to try and use as my barrel. I actually got my band heater in the mail today, and it turns out that this pipe is 1.5" inside diameter, so I think it may be a little big for this band heater. We'll see, and maybe it'll make it work. Here we have a 1.5" down to 1/2 inch reducer. Here we have two 30 amp 110 coil contactors that I'm going to be using to control the motor, as well as all the heaters. I believe, yeah, these heaters are 240 volts, so I'll be using one of these to control the motor and one of these to control, one of these to control the heaters, I guess. Here we have just some standard 22 millimeter push buttons I got on Amazon. I think it was probably like $6 or $7 for a pack of five red and a 5 green. I don't know if I'm going to use them all, but I didn't want to just buy a single one for like $3 when I could buy a 5-pack for like $8. So here we have a 22 millimeter 3-position selector switch, a PID controller. I actually have two more of these on the way in the mail. Just haven't got here yet. They all come with a solid state relay and K-type thermocouples. Here we have a 5/8 inside bore rigid coupler that I'm going to use to couple this motor shaft to this hydraulic pump. This motor actually spins counterclockwise if you're facing it, and this is a clockwise spinning hydraulic pump, so I'm hoping I can just make some sort of mount and just rigid couple it just like that, which should work pretty good. Here we have a hydraulic solenoid. This is extend and retract only. It's either extended or retracted. That I'm going to use to control the injection cylinder. And this hydraulic solenoid, you can change the length of your cylinder. One side's extend and one side's retract, so that I can control the clamping cylinders. Here we just have some standard 22 millimeter. I think they're probably like $8 for a pack of 2. They're just these alarms that flash and beep. I'll use this for some sort of a alarm off my PID controller. What else? Here we have a hydraulic pressure relief valve. It's adjustable from 1500 psi to 3000 psi, which is nice because all of my components are rated at 3000 psi, so that's nice. I think that is it. This is just a pressure indicator, hydraulic pressure indicator up to 5000 psi. Besides that, I think it's pretty self-explanatory. I will be using 2 of these cylinders to move a moving platen up with these linear slides into a stationary platen. I'll be using this small 400 millimeter block to move the injector barrel in and out, and I have another hydraulic cylinder. It's currently in use. I'm gonna have to take it off of another machine that is gonna move this. I'm gonna use this to reduce this 1.5 inch pipe down to 1/2 inch, and then from 1/2 inch I will reduce down to 1/4 inch, and that is where the that's the size, I guess, of the orifice. That's actually going to be the injection nozzle, is 1/4 inch, I think. I might go down to 1/8, I'm not sure though. Besides that, I'm basically just going to use 3 of these heater bands. One as close to the nozzle as I can get, and then 2 separated maybe a couple inches as the main barrel heaters. I'm going to have 1 PID controller controlling the nozzle, 1 PID controller controlling the 2 barrel heaters, and then I have some cartridge heaters on the way that I might use to actually put where the nozzle goes into the back of the stationary platen, just as a kind of a last heater to heat the plastic before it goes into the mold. The way I'm using this reducer, I mean, I can't really put a heater on it, so I might just do some sort of makeshift heater with some cartridge heaters that I've got on the way. This last thing, this motor is a 3 horsepower, 3400 RPM, 240 volt, single phase compressor duty motor. It was like, I think like $100 maybe online, eBay, so it was pretty cheap. I guess that's it. I will be making a video probably tomorrow, going over the CAD program or the CAD design of the machine, just kind of how I got the idea, and I think this weekend I'll start the build. The frame is just going to be out of some 4 inch by 1/8 inch square tubing, and just some steel I've got laying around. I've got it all kind of built out in my head. We'll have to see how it turns out. Thanks for watching, YouTube. I hope you liked the video, and subscribe.